So what do you fit into, an XL these days?
It's an XL.
Okay, all right.
You might be heading towards a large, you never know.
You never know. And so you've lost, 100 pounds, you've done this war on carbs, you've tried different things. What's really cool, right? So you've hit different spectrums of your fitness, where you've shot to lift 1,000 pounds and now you're trying to walk and do different types of activities every day. So what's the next thing? What's the next thing for Mark Bell and the crew and the enterprise?
I just like to change.
The devil's maze. It's a good world. Good world going bad.
All right, good morning guys, it's Monday morning. Just got done with a little morning cardio session. It's pretty rough. About to head to Philz Coffee, have a meeting with some guys to talk about strategy moving forward. After that, I got a meeting talking about this NCFIT collective that we have. Follow that, we're heading up to San Francisco. We're gonna meet up with Mark Bell. We're gonna do a podcast with the founder of Philz Coffee, which I'm really excited about. After that, we're gonna podcast with Mark, talk about business, talk about life at one of my buddy's house. Then do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, head back to the city, probably grab dinner with the family, and then maybe get in a workout after that. We'll see how it goes. Every day I know I'm gonna have to go in there and probably have to wait in line. Not only am I waiting in line, but to actually get the cup of coffee takes approximately, 8 to 10 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. So whereas if you go to Starbucks, it's much quicker, totally different model, and they charge a premium for this. But I think they get away with it because, or I know they get away with it because they have good customer service. You could tell that they really take their time in creating it. It's kind of like almost like art. And when you taste it, the flavor is very powerful. And so the coffee is just different. The coffee is better than Starbucks. But it's different. It's more like it's almost like like in beer how microbreweries became more popular. It's almost like there's these smaller.
It's like a micro roaster.
Micro roaster, right? And they're becoming more popular, like Blue Bottle, Philz, etc. It's almost the same as the fitness industry, where you have like the 24-hour fitness, which is kind of like a standard, gym setting. Starbucks, very standard. They do a good job, but then you have like these more boutique gym locations and that are really popping up and doing well right now. I say it's the same thing with beer, and it's the same thing with coffee.
Mm-hmm. You know what Philz does is that, it's pretty unique, is that when they give you the coffee, they'll say, go ahead and try it. If you don't like it, I can adjust it for you.
Make sure it's perfect.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know what? I mean, I've been to Philz a number of times where sometimes they make it a little bit too creamy for my taste because I'm a little bit particular. Because I always say like, hey, I want a dash. Sometimes they go a little bit too much, and they'll just make a new one. They don't question it. They don't seem upset to make another one. It's like, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
All good. That's one of those like customers always right perspective, which I'm a big fan of. Welcome to our newest location here in Campbell, California. A couple months ago, we put one out on our new Mountain View location, which was a 2-floor model. This is our single floor model. Learned a lot about it on the process, signed the lease about 2 months ago. Took about 50 days to build this location out. And let's see kind of where we were and where we're going, right? Back in the day, we opened up kind of spray paint graffiti on the walls, 1,500 square feet. This location behind me is 4,000 square feet. So not massive, not huge. The Mountain View one we showed was 6,000 square feet. This one, the build out cost is roughly, with equipment, 120, 130 grand, give or take. Let's see what it looks like and let's see what the business model is. So we had our grand opening, and every time we have a new opening, every time we do anything, we try and do like a evaluation after it's done. And one of the things we evaluated on after this opening was that we weren't very creative or innovative. We could have done a better job. People had a great class, experience was awesome, but we didn't do a very good job. And I'll explain one thing. There was nothing innovative about it, right? People came, it was good, we had good food, whatever, it was cool, but nothing that raised the bar. So next time we learned from that, right? We gotta have balloons that aren't black and white. You know, it's not a prom and it's not a funeral, right? It's a celebration. So we should have colored balloons. We should have t-shirts for people. That was we dropped the ball on this one. And hey, you know what? People still had a great time, all was well, but you gotta be hard on yourself, because if you're not, no one else is, so. The most challenging thing for any business, it seems like, is how to scale, but keep your product authentic, right? Keep your product top notch. So for us, what we've done is we've invested heavily into coach development, right? We hired teams to only do that. We've created our own app where every day our coaches receive session plans and programming so that message is consistent. And we built that app, right? We built that app, we do this coach development with the goal of providing our coaches the tools to have a consistent product, whether you're in Shenzhen, China, Mexico, or San Jose, California. That's our goal. And we use our app to do that. And it's been good. It's been good. But you know, it's a constant struggle. But I think by setting up systems and processes, if we had done it a little bit earlier, I think we could have saved ourselves some hardship, right? Quarterly reviews with employees, reoccurring checkups. I think we should have done that stuff earlier, and it could have helped us alleviate some struggles. I'm gonna do a 10-minute EMOM.
All right.
15-minute. But it's not gonna be hard. I got jeans on.
Jeans?
Yeah, it's gonna be bench press.
All right.
And bench press and bent over row.
Done.
Get after it.
I don't have any shorts. It doesn't matter. Even if I had shorts, I wouldn't want to put them on. Would have had from, let's just say a class is 60 minutes. So we have 30-minute, 45-minute, and 60-minute classes. Our goal as a coach is to provide value that entire time. And I think sometimes we think traditionally in CrossFit, it's like, oh, the workout is, you know, a 15-minute AMRAP, that's when you're coaching, but it's actually everything else that you're doing that builds up that class. And so for me, if I could do it over again, from the moment we started this gym 10 years ago, I wish I would have provided every coach an in-depth session plan, so that this way, you know, we could have more consistency throughout the entire class, not just the workout. You know, frankly, I think you've established yourself. You know, I think it's like you, Blue Bottle. There's a few other options that are similar-ish. I think you guys are the industry leader at this time.
There's a couple of parts to the vision. If you quantify the vision for the next decade is like one store 1,000 times, right? So one store 1,000 times is we carry the personalization in cup to each store we design for the community. So every store is fit to best serve the community, so it's not cookie cutter. It feels personal, right? So one store 1,000 times versus 1,000 stores. So we even call the stores by the store leader's name. In Davis, it's not Philz Davis 123, it's Amber Store. So it's personal. So I think the idea, that's really important to us. And then I'd say Philz is more than the cup, it's the culture. And the community is not just the customer, it's the team. So we take great care in the type of people we hire. It's very rigorous actually. Like we hire baristas like Google would hire engineers. We take great care in making sure we choose not the resume, but the right character in the people because we can train them on the coffee.
It's just super cool, down to earth. But I like his philosophy on business. You know, that's the kind of conversation I love having, because I feel like it just inspires me to keep trying to raise the bar, you know? Do things better.
It's a scalable mindset.
Scalable mindset. I really like what he said. We're gonna do one store, but we're gonna do it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hello?
Yo, what's up?
So we were driving in the car and we have our vlog filmer with us.
Yeah.
And I got Molly here.
Oh, Molly.
What up, bro? And then I was like, you know who appreciates a good vlog post? Jason.
Of course. How can I?
Let me call Jason real quick, and so he can be in the vlog.
I want to be in the vlog, and you could be in our vlog. How's the baby, Molly?
The baby's good. He's getting a little bit bigger. I'm 30 weeks now, so he's coming in hot, but I'm doing good.
Very good. Well, hey, are you coming to regionals? 'Cause I'm looking forward to seeing you, or is that too close to your?
I'll be there. I'm not due till the middle of July, so I'll be there. Did you see event number 1, the triple threes? Remember the triple threes?
Oh yeah, the double under whatever, right?
Right? Where you didn't pee your pants.
No, I didn't pee my pants, but I did that.
No, you did that.
Yeah, I had a good time on that one. That was tough. I got off the double under and rower really well. All right, ladies. Well, have a great day, and it was good chatting with you.
Okay, happy birthday, Jaime. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
How's that? The car is fine. This little antenna.
You're good. It'll keep flinging.
Flat.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, now pull that way a little bit. Put it toward me. I haven't tried it yet.
Dude, I think you'd like it. Oh,
Just put it right
what the hell?
Actually, I have one right here.
Ready to rock, baby.
Back pocket every time.
That's so funny. I wasn't.
And then go ahead and try some push-ups with it.
Do I have it right? Is this
Yeah,
it?
yeah, you're
Get
all
that
good.
pump. Get that pump. All right, bro.
It smells right. Oh, look at that, easy money.
Oh, bro, this is good.
So yeah, it just takes away, some of the stress from the elbows and shoulders, and there's a lot of people that really struggle with push-ups.
Yeah, it could be like 100 of these with
It
this.
feels.
What I want to try with this AMRAP, right, is like doing it a little bit different of a podcast where people know ahead of time what they're getting themselves into, right? So like it's a 20-minute AMRAP, it's a 30-minute AMRAP. So they could set like a clock on where they're driving to and know they could listen to the whole thing.
20 minutes sounds perfect.
Perfect.
Because I do like some podcasts that are, we call them 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
And they run about 15, 20 minutes sometimes.
Perfect.
And it's just for people to throw their headphones on and listen to it while they go for a walk.
Deal. Good. All right, so Mark, you're going to be able to be our guinea pig here, for lack of a better term. I have this methodology I talk about a lot, which is the AMRAP mentality, something I try and incorporate in my life. And as of recent, I've thought about starting a podcast where I just have cool conversations with great people, similar to what you do, but I want to set it against the clock, kind of keep us accountable for a time frame. And so I'd like you to be our first guinea pig. I'm going to start a clock. We have a 20-minute AMRAP, meaning as many words as we can get in the 20 minutes, whatever it is. And I want to talk to you about one thing in particular, which is, you're an entrepreneur. You run a very successful business. A lot of people know that, but perhaps don't understand how successful it is. It's very successful. You're able to provide for your family, right? You have 2 children, wonderful wife that you've been with for a long time. And obviously you like to maintain your fitness. And so my question for you, let's talk about it for 20 minutes. I'm gonna start the clock, is how do you balance all of it? So in 3, 2, 1, and let's go, 20 minutes. So how do you balance business, family, fitness?
I think if you want to be great at something, I think that you're going to lose balance at some point. I'm definitely guilty of that. I've lost balance many times in my life. There can be some positives to not being balanced, and there could be some negatives to it. The positives are that you stay focused in on the task at hand, the goal. Squat 1,000 pounds, bench press 800 pounds, and over a period of time you get to scratch those things off the list. I remember a conversation at one of your gyms, and you pointed to one of your, you pointed to a picture on the wall. And it was a picture you went in the CrossFit Games, and you're like, man, that was such a great time. And your wife had a completely different memory of that,
Right, yep.
And my wife would be the same if I pointed back, hey babe, remember I squatted that 1,080, how great that day was. And she'd be like, you know, we made a lot of sacrifice as a family for me to do some of those things.
This is a good way to describe it. In 2014 or 15, I earned the right to compete at the CrossFit Games through all the hard work I was doing. And so when I went out there, I was able to, you know, wear a wristband that said earned, that, you know, I earned the right to be there through all the dedication I put in. But today, I could show up at the games, but I haven't earned the right to be there. Not only have I not qualified, but I also haven't been putting in the work. And so when I get out there, I could tell myself I deserve to be out there as much as I want. But if you haven't put in all that hard work to earn that right, it's gonna feel really hard to put yourself in a mental state that you could beat the other competitors when you know they've been putting in work for so many years and you've taken a couple years off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'll expand on that section a few chapters back a little bit just to explain that. I don't think we have to spend a ton of time on it since so much of that is explained by the other steps in AMRAP.
Yes, I've done 2 jiu-jitsu competitions. The last one was very, very eye-opening. You know, like we were talking about, the perceived versus earned confidence. You know, this guy was legit, and I've been training and I've been working hard, but I haven't been training for a decade in this art. I haven't been wrestling like him for so long. This guy's walking in, earning the right to feel confident, because he's been doing it for so long that he's put in hours and hours of dedication. You can talk about that with anything, whether it be CrossFit Games, whatever it may be. I earned the right to be good, you know, to have the confidence at the CrossFit Games, but I probably haven't put in enough time and effort into this jiu-jitsu to go in there and feel the same way. And I knew that, and he knew that. Kaden, Ava.
Yeah, cold tomorrow, but no, Daddy. Don't even think about putting me behind there.
Hello, come on. Let's go say hi to Mom and Sis. No, leave that, bud. Come on. Come on, jump to me. All right, let's go. You're getting so strong.